Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is CHIT, and today we're doing a get ready with me. I have a couple things I need to do today. I have to do a video shoot later today, so I just want to get my makeup prepared. But while I was getting ready to do that, I thought about a really good topic that we could talk about right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started, okay? Before we get into this video, if you see, later on in this video that you wanna vibe with your girl, go ahead and subscribe. So the subscribe button will be down below, and I have like a little thing in the corner. I'm thinking about doing like a natural glam. Now, I'm normally a natural kind of girl. If I can go barefaced all day, I would, but for these videos, I need to do a little bit more. So, oops, where's my primer on the floor? God darn it. About this whole topic, you are what you wear. Now, it kind of like stemmed from the whole saying you are what you eat. I started like asking myself questions like, JT's, why do you wear the things that you wear? Now, of course, I'm into fashion and I'm all about, I just want to be myself. I want to be an individual. I feel like in this society, I can't think of the word, but we can become so much of the same. Like most of the things that I like to wear, I'm inspired by something, whether it's someone that I like to follow or whether it's sometimes the Bible. But I want to know who is JT's, like from the individual, from the uniqueness of what God created me to be. Who am I, and what does that look like translated to fashion? So. Yeah, I'm on this journey of, I forgot my hold on y'all, my eyebrows. I should have been ready. Okay. The sad part about this whole thing is that, you are judged by your appearance. We can be very judgmental. Sometimes we don't try to be, but it's just that what we see is basically what we get, so as we think. And for the most part, we're wrong. But that's the sad part. Sad part is we're judged by what we look like. But the good part about it is that, we can change that. You gotta be careful of how you present yourself. If you trying to be a wife out here, or, if you're an entrepreneur, it's extremely important if you're an entrepreneur, because you are your brand. Isn't that crazy? Like, what you wear can say all that about you. How you feel about yourself, who you are. A lot of women that I know, they don't really, they want to get into, fashion and how, their parents and all that good stuff. But they don't know how. They're just well, I don't know what I like, or I don't like shopping, and that's okay. You don't have to like fashion so much like I do. I'm really, really into it, but you don't have to love it so much to look good. It's all about how you feel. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself beautiful enough to not, want to go outside and just wear any old thing? Do you see yourself good enough to not wear hoodies all the time and sweatpants? Do you feel good about your weight? Do you feel good about, start asking yourself some questions. I ask myself some questions, when I really look at how I dress myself. Oh! Girl, I wish I can show you some pictures of myself back in the day. Total hot mess. I remember I used to wear, when color blocking was a thing, I used to wear, crazy stuff. My mom used to think I was... My mom used to think I was kind of crazy, honestly. I think that was my poster board. I was really confused. I didn't know who I was, and you could tell by the way I dressed. I would dress preppy, and I would switch it up and dress, and just throw on a whole bunch of different patterns. It just never really made sense. It never really made sense, and my mom and other people was looking at me like, girl, something is clearly wrong with you. And here it is. I'm thinking I'm looking good and feeling good, and when I look back on it, I'm like, dang, I really, deep down inside, I was so confused at who I was. And not saying nothing's wrong with that, but it just showed me and proved to me how much like wardrobe can tell you about yourself. How you dress can really tell about yourself. You know when a woman is confident by the way she carries herself. It's not just about clothes, but it's also about, you know, how you smell, how you take care of your body, how you take care of what you eat. Like, it's so many different factors, but I was like super confused. And there was a time where I was starting to get into music too. And I ventured off and, you know, went to college for music, and what's funny is that I really wanted to go to school for fashion, but I ended up going to college for music, which is not a bad thing. That was one of the best years of my life. But like, once again, I was super confused at who I was, and it translated into my wardrobe. It wasn't until I actually stopped looking on Pinterest, because I was a Pinterest lover. Now, y'all comment down below who is a Pinterest girl. And ain't nothing wrong with Pinterest, because I still go on there from time to time to get some inspiration from other things besides fashion. Still got stuff on it. So y'all, I don't know anything about like makeup. So I'm learning. As I learn, you can teach me some things. So y'all can please, if you can comment down below, what are some really good eyeshadow palettes for beginners? I think I know about like Nubian Queen. Is it Nubian Queen? I don't know. It's something with the African, like my neck, not the African, but like my necklace. Okay. Anyway, what was I talking about? Shoot. When I go for like, you know, to church or whatever, or sometimes, you know, when I used to go out for like events, I would stay on Pinterest. Like, Pinterest was like, it was just it for me. It was just a thing that, like, if I didn't go on Pinterest and look for an outfit the night before, I felt like I just was gonna look a hot mess the next day. Like, that's just how bad it was. And I had like a little bit, I had some style then, but I was just like, I was completely lost. This is how I know for a fact that how you feel about yourself and the confidence in yourself can translate through your wardrobe. So here's the thing, people used to compliment on, you know, like my outfits from time to time back in the day. But when I stopped going on Pinterest for inspiration, and I really was just like, okay, so how do I feel? What do I feel like wearing today? What do I want to look like today? You know, when I started doing that and just started wearing how I felt and, you know, how I wanted to present myself, I'm tired of just trying to be whomever I think I should be, but I'm really like coming into myself. Is when I started receiving compliments and like people saying like, you know, hey, you should be a stylist, and hey, you should do this, you should do that with fashion, you should do, you know, make your own clothes. Like, you mean to tell me that when I started doing my own thing, it's real out here in these streets. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should do it like a lighter shade. Yeah, it's all right. We're gonna let God be God. I'm gonna make it work. I believe in myself. I believe in my creativity. I just feel like, and this is just me, this is not Bible. I'm not Jesus. I hope that I get to inspire other women to do the same, to be that individual, to find yourself and to know your voice, whether it's in whatever workplace or whatever you're in, you know, whether it's business, whether it's you as a mom, as a wife, as whatever, you just find your voice. It doesn't matter what age you're at. You could be 13 or you can be 64. It doesn't matter. How you dress can also like show and tell who you are. Like, that's a lot right there. I gotta put it on this side now. Like, if you truly know who you are and are very, very confident in that person, it's gonna show. Sorry, I gotta do that because, you know, they say look up so they can like get up. Y'all can tell I don't know nothing when it comes to makeup. I'm really trying. Hold on, y'all, I gotta concentrate. Sorry, I had to concentrate. I can't do it at the same time like some people do. But yes, like I was saying, how you dress shows who you are. Can be literally or figuratively. Sure, we're gonna go with that. So, if, for example, okay, back in the Bible days, literally what they wore showed who they were. Whatever their status was in society, that's what they wore. If you don't know who you are, it's time for you to find out. Oh, and I was watching this show, not a show, it was a documentary of Michelle Obama. So we already know how incredible she is, right? And in her documentary, which by the way, you guys should all watch, it's on Netflix. She basically was saying that even though she was the first lady and she, you know, she could speak very well, she was very intelligent, but she still had to be very careful of what she wore. You know, she got like a personal stylist, and she had a designer who would make her, you know, her suits and, you know, put her clothes together. And she was bad, honey. I'm talking about, man, she had these boots, these sparkly boots that went up to the thigh. She was so bad, but she even knew herself that no matter how intelligent she was and no matter the status of being the president's wife, she still had to be very careful of what she wore. It just goes to show that if the first lady of the country, she even herself knew that her appearance, and not saying nothing was wrong with her appearance even in the first place, but she knew that that was important. Your wardrobe can also show who you're trying to become, right? So you don't have to so much focus on, well, I don't know what I like, or I don't know who I am, or I don't know, you know, which direction in, you know, my profession I want to be in, or whatever. You can always just experiment. Try things to see what makes you feel good. How does that make you feel? Like if you mix colors together, how does that make you feel? If you wear a certain color, does that make you excited? Does it make you happy? Does that make you confident? When you're experimenting, you don't have to go and buy you some designer to see that's gonna make you feel better. Cause to be honest with you, sis, you can find that same look on another website. You hear me? It might be a knockoff, but no, I'm just playing. Confidence definitely starts from inside out, but you can help that process through just grooming the outside as well. In the process, you know, just experiment, just grow. I'm you know, going on different websites and ordering some things and seeing what I like. I putting different outfits together, things that I normally wouldn't put together. But prime example, there's a picture, and I'll insert it somewhere. There's a picture of me putting on a denim long line jacket and this really tight leather dress on top of the jacket. Never in my mind would I have ever thought to myself that I would put that together. But one night I was just like, you know what? Let me just try it out. And I loved it. I was so in love with that. And so many people were drawn to it, but I was so in love with it. Yes, because it was cute, but because I took a risk. And my boyfriend didn't really like it, which, whatever. Some people are gonna hate, but it's okay, boo. It's okay, huh? I was just so proud of myself to just take that risk and to love what I did. And now I'm like, okay, well, let me see what else. Well, let me see what else I got in me. You will never know until you try. You will never know you like something until you try it. My aunt always used to tell me, don't knock it until you really try it. Like, yes, it's a saying, but she used to tell me that with food. But that's just, I use that in life, period. Like, I can't say that I don't like something unless I actually try it for myself. I had to come off camera because there was no way I could do my eyeliner this way. I tried and I failed. Ask yourself questions. Why do I wear what I wear? I had to ask myself, like, why, Jatisse, why are you wearing crop tops all the time? I remember I was like in a crop top like phase. Like, I was completely, oh my God, everywhere I went, I would buy a crop top. Sis. It's time to start asking them questions. It's time to start asking them questions. I just got scared, boy. Thought that was a person. It was a squirrel. Hey.
I knew you was in here doing stuff because I could see it from the street.
You can see the street. What you saw in the street. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you share the video and also click that like button. And make sure you comment all those good things that we mentioned earlier. If you want to enjoy my internet home, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. It'll be in the corner or maybe down below. You know the red button. You know what I'm talking about, girls. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.